Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. As you've already probably seen by the thumbnail, I'm going to be teaching you how I get to 3 stars super quickly. Now I think this is like my 15th or whatever time doing this, so I kind of got my own little routine and I thought I'd share that with you in case some of you want to rush to 3 stars as well. Now I was originally going to release a different video today, but I haven't finished that one, I'm still working on it, so we're going to be doing this one today instead. Now before we get started, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Now let's get started. So we're basically going to be starting right here on day 1. So this is the day where you're going to be landing on your new island. You've already chosen your map and done all the Timmy and Tommy stuff at the airport. So we're going to basically start from here. So straight away you want to run from the airport and you're going to go straight to Tom Nook. You'll find Tom Nook on the plaza waiting for you, where he'll do this whole long introduction and then he's going to want you to pick your tent from either Timmy or Tommy. Doesn't matter who, just pick it up from one of them. Now I'm going to be placing my tent on the beach because this is where I'm going to keep my house until I'm ready to build it into the actual island, and I'm also going to do the same with the villager tents. Now once you have placed your final villager tent, the day will then be carried on and you'll be teleported back to the plaza. Here Tom Nook will give you a quest of going around and grabbing 10 sticks and 6 fruit. I suggest just doing this all at once. It does make it a lot quicker and he'll take the whole lot in one go. So there you go, 10 sticks, 6 fruit, perfect. You'll see that the day will progress even more then, and now it's time to name your island and do all the celebration stuff and doing the cheers, and it's basically done. The first day is finished. So on day 2 you're going to be taught how to craft. Now I suggest creating a flimsy net and a flimsy rod to get you going. You're going to want to catch 5 bugs or fish and you're going to donate those to Tom Nook so that he will give them to his friend Blathers to then give you the tent so you're able to build the museum. Also, while you're doing this, it's the best idea to work on getting those Nook miles as well, because you're going to need 5,000 to pay off that first house loan. Now what we're going to do is go and give our bugs and fish to Tom Nook, so he gives them to Blathers and he's going to give us the tent. I'm going to place Blathers on the beach and I'm actually planning to keep Blathers in his tent on this island, so this will be his forever spot. After you've done that, I suggest working on getting those 5,000 Nook miles so you can pay off that first loan so you're able to actually have a house and stop living in that tent. On day 3 you're going to want to go and speak to Timmy in the tent. He's going to ask you to grab some materials so that he can build the Nook's Cranny shop. Once you have given him the 30 wood, 30 softwood, 30 hardwood and 30 iron nuggets, he will then give you the shop construction kit tent and you can just go place that. Now I had no room on the beaches I had access to, so I just had to pop it here and make do. On day 4 you can see Nook's Cranny is finally built. I suggest popping it inside. I know you want to buy some stuff anyway, but inside you'll meet Mabel. Now you're going to want to meet Mabel so that she's able to come to your island and you're able to unlock her shop, but I just want to quickly add in that to get to 3 stars it is not a requirement that you have the Able sisters on your island, so you don't have to have her, but it is nice to have the option to buy more clothes. After that I want to pop in to see Tom Nook. He's going to tell me about 3 interested villagers who'd like to come and live on the island and suggest that we build a bridge. To create the bridge we're going to need to make 4 log stakes. After we've made those 4 log stakes we will then need to craft the bridge. I actually wish there was an option to craft different bridges and inclines in the game, but unfortunately it's only just this once. Now I'm just going to be placing the bridge anywhere I feel like it because I'm not going to be keeping this bridge. I will be flattening the island after I get to 3 stars, and that includes getting rid of all the bridges and inclines and stuff that I built, so it doesn't really matter where I'm going to place it. Now that the bridge has been placed down we can go back to see Tom Nook. Tom Nook is going to tell us about placing 3 plots down around the island so that we can move in 3 new villagers. Before I go ahead and place the plots down, I just want to quickly pop into the museum tent to see Blathers. When you talk to Blathers, he's going to offer you the vaulting pole DIY and also a shovel DIY. Now this is just a flimsy shovel, so it's not going to be amazing, it's going to break pretty easy, but you're going to need those things, so yeah, definitely go and get them. I went ahead and crafted a vaulting pole which allows me to jump over the river so that I've got more space to pot down these new plots. Now I'm unable to put these on the beach because you actually need quite a large area around them, as you saw by the lines there, so the best thing to do is just to put these on the land. Tom Nook is then going to ring me and tell me about going up on the cliffs and offer me the ladder DIY, which is perfect, so you're going to want to craft that and then place down these last 2 plots. So before I start crafting the items I need for those 3 plots, I just want to quickly plant some trees. When you're trying to get 3 stars, you'll find that Isabel loves to have trees everywhere, so definitely try and plant some more, but not too many. I like to keep the trees I already have and plant an extra 15, and that tends to just work well for me. Once I've planted my trees, I then go around and craft all the items I need for the interior and exterior of all these 3 plots. After you've done that, you're going to want to go and see Tom Nook again, and he's going to tell you about 3 interested villagers that want to move into the island. If you want the opportunity to actually choose the villagers that move in these 3 plots, I suggest hunting for your villagers with your Nook Mile tickets before you go and see Tom Nook, and you can choose your own peppy, normal and lazy villagers to fill these plots. On day 5, I had my first villager move into the 3 plots that I built, and I also had Mabel visit my island. Over her next 2 visits, you're going to make sure you want to spend 5,000 bells or more. On the 3rd visit, she will then offer you her shop to place on your island. So yeah, that's how you get Mabel. Now, she doesn't appear on the same day for everyone, so I was lucky that she appeared on day 5, to be honest. So if you don't have her, don't worry too much, you'll get her eventually. Just be patient and she will appear. Now, after we've spoken to Mabel, I then have to go and do Tom Nook's next workshop. This is the customization workshop where he will ask you to build a wardrobe. After you've built the wooden wardrobe, he will then offer you some custom kits. You can then customize the wardrobe to whatever color you like, the colors that are displayed, and yeah, that's basically that day done. Also on the same day, as I was running back to my house, I bumped into Harv, so make sure you're talking to him as well so that you can unlock his island, ready for when you've got 3 stars and you unlock those all cool new shops. So we skip forward a few days and it is now day 9. So on day 6 we had a villager move into one of our 3 plots. On the 7th day we had another villager move in, which was our final villager, and that's when Tom announced that resident services will be closed. On day 8 resident services was closed, so nothing really happened on those few days. And then day 9 we finally have Isabel here. On this day it's the day where Tom Nook goes on about the new project he wants to do for the island, which means we then have to start building our campsite. I'm going to place my campsite on the beach like I have with most of my other buildings, and it just makes life easier, like I said. The next day the campsite will actually be built, but we won't have our first villager till day 11. Now here is my first campsite villager for this island, and I was so fortunate to have Julian. I think he's a great villager, so yeah, I was definitely happy with this one. But yeah, that's all that happens on day 10. Oh, and also HHP, I believe Lottie calls you to the airport. So if you have Happy Home Paradise DLC, you'll be able to start that then. Now we're just placing down Julian's house, and as you can see it's got a sold sign, so that's where he's going to be moving in. On day 12, I went to speak to Tom Nook about placing down an incline. We're just going to go with the cheapest incline because I don't plan to keep these, so there's no point spending loads of bells on an incline. I'm just going to demolish after I'm done with it. While I was buying my incline, I also purchased a plot of land. I'm just going to place it on my beach to make life easier, and I'm just going to quickly go through some of the requirements you need to get 3 stars. The main requirements for 3 stars is that you have 8 villagers, have Nook's Cranny, and have Blathers at least in his tent on your island. And the other things that I like to do is to build at least 1 more incline and 1 more bridge, so we have 1 incline and 2 bridges in total. I then also go around and pick up all the weeds on my island. I pick up every single one pretty much. After that, I like to pop to Nook's Cranny and go ahead and buy 40 flowers. It doesn't matter which 40 flowers I buy, I just buy 40 at random, and this is because Isabel likes flowers as well as she likes trees. So I suggest that you already keep the flowers that are on your island and also the trees, and then plant 40 more flowers, and this seems to work for me every single time. Now the flowers must be fully grown for Isabel to even notice them, so make sure you plant them with enough a few days in advance like I have done, and yeah, you should be good to go. Don't forget, if you haven't planted those 15 trees as well, I suggest doing that at the same time. Once I've done with that, I then grab the 50 pieces of fence that Tom Nook gave me the other day. I then just place them randomly around the island like this. As you can see, I've just made a few square areas with the fencing, because this also helps towards your 3-star rating somehow, and for some reason, I don't know. Then I will go into my storage and literally grab all the items I have and maybe have to purchase some more, and I will place them in random spots all around the island, everywhere, every single place. Now that we've bulked out most of the items with fencing, flowers, trees, and items, I can place down my final 8th plot that I need to get my 3 stars. The next day I'm going to be building my final bridge, so then that will bring our total up to 2 bridges and 1 incline, which should do good for Isabel. During the next couple of days I had a cranky villager and a snooty villager move into my island. I let them autofill, and that brings us to a total of 8 villagers. Once you have got the 8 villagers and you've done all the other things that I suggested to do, you should go and pop in and see Isabel. Now as you can see, here is Isabel, and she's going to give me my star rating, and right now my island is at 3 stars, and yes, I did blank the name, okay? And there we have it. We got to 3 stars, and it's just as easy as that. So yeah, that's how I get to 3 stars. And remember, this is how I do it. I know other people do it in different ways, but hopefully some of you find this video much easier to get to 3 stars, and I hope it helps. Now, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. I hope you have a lovely day, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!